from your living rooms from near and far. While Hanukkah lights are shining so bright, join Beth-El San Antonio for all 8 nights. The feeling's alright, we hope that you might join Beth-El San Antonio for all 8 nights.
Hi Beth-El, it's Dan Nichols here, coming to you from my house, my home office in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Those of you who don't know Dan and my connection background, when I was a baby, my dad was a faculty member at Goldman Union Camp, and so he started bringing me to camp. And Dan, at the time, it was like probably 1991, 1992. So Dan was really around the camp scene then, and he was the song leader. And I remember Dan singing "Tie Me Kangaroo Down," and that was the highlight of my summer.
That's a good song.
And so
my favorite memory of you, you were probably 8 years old, and you had bruises all over.
I was wondering if you were going to bring this story up.
And I was like, what is going on? I think it was on your legs. You said bruises everywhere, and she's like, yeah, I collect bruises. That's my memory.
I used to be incredibly accident prone, everyone. It's don't call Child Protective Services, but yeah, I did say that. It's also worth mentioning that I couldn't say my R's, so it was I collect bruises. So
you're taking me back. Thought before we began with our Hanukkah celebration tonight, we would make Havdalah. So I have a candle. A braided candle, maybe you can get one for yourself. I've got some matches and supervision from a parent, which is me. I have my spices, and I have my wine. And it's just me right now doing this, so I'm going to wait to light this candle until it's time for the blessing, because I don't want the alarm to go off. A little concerned about that. Maybe my chatting right now with you gives you time to go get those things and we can make Havdalah together. I really love that. I hope you've had a good week. I've had a great week. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen l'chaim. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei besamim. Borei minei besamim. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borev meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh. Yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimnera Yamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Shavua tov, everyone. I hope this is a great week ahead for you. And it's special for me to be with you on the Hanukkah that's embedded within, the Havdalah that's embedded within Hanukkah. Makes me feel good. All right, let's make the blessings for Hanukkah now. Maybe you can get your candles out and do the blessings with me. I chose this space to be with you tonight because this office, when I look out this way, it's got all these windows. And this is probably the room that is the most, that I can share the most with my neighbors, the mitzvah of lighting the Hanukkah menorah. And so I thought that'd be good. Also, this room sounds really good. I love singing in here, especially in the morning when I'm first waking up. And I also really like the way the light is creating shadow. Can you see the shadows for the Chanukiah? I love that. Okay. It's the third night of Hanukkah. We'll be doing 2 blessings tonight, and I hope you'll join with me in singing along the Hanukkah blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem ba'azman hazeh.
Well, Dan, do you have a favorite Hanukkah memory?
Yes, I do. It's a little bit serious. Not sad, but serious.
Okay.
One of my favorite Hanukkah memories is my mom and dad lighting the Hanukkah menorah. And they decided, I think the Union for Reform Judaism, then called the Union of American Hebrew Congregations, must have given families this little packet with poems, not just blessings, but poems about freedom and independence and dedication. And my favorite memory is that 2 of them, we lit the candles and they were sitting side by side on the couch and they read the Emma Lazarus poem, The New Colossus. And as they're reading it, they're holding each other and they're sobbing. they're getting so moved by the aspirational ideas that come along in Emma Lazarus's poem. And no, I didn't see this coming. Mom and Dad didn't say this is going to be a moment for your family. And all of a sudden I'm sitting there on the floor looking up at them and realizing how much I loved them and how much they had taught me about celebrating people, diversity, hope, optimism, kindness, fairness, liberty, and dedication to those things. And it was like a moment that, your parents teach you something without ever telling you, I'm teaching you. They just showed you. And that's my favorite Hanukkah moment. Tonight, I picked 3 songs, Hanukkah related, Hanukkah themed, to sing for you tonight. And I'm very pleased. A couple of them are mine, Hanukkah songs that I've written over the years. And I thought I would start with the first Hanukkah song that I ever wrote. Temple Beth-El here in Raleigh, North Carolina, was dedicating a new building in the wintertime, and they commissioned me to write a song for the dedication of their new building, which also coincided with Hanukkah, which means dedication. So I felt doubly blessed. This is the congregation I grew up in from the time I was about 13 years old until now. And it's a special place for me. It's a place that challenged my Jewish identity, challenged the way I learn Jewishly, challenged the way I build community. It was a place that first taught me how to think like a Jewish educator, and think how I could be more compelling in my work, not just on the bima on a Friday night, but also in the classroom. And it's a special place for me. It's a place that's given me room to grow up. So I'm thinking about Temple Beth-El tonight. And really I'm thinking about Beth-El too, because this is what any congregation that really cares about its people, this is what any congregation can do, is give our people a chance to grow and learn, build their identity, be challenged, and grow. So this song is called Hanukkah, and I'm very excited to sing it for you tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, great miracles bring us here. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, may peace and love and blessing be near. We celebrate the beauty of our people's history by remembering the courage that it takes to be free. We sanctify this holy place to be a light for all. May we fulfill the promise within these walls. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, as we fill our home with light. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, we dedicate ourselves tonight to welcome the stranger seeking shelter from the rain, to comfort the weak when they're overwhelmed with pain, to honor the dreams of our children young and old, and to become the stories that have yet to be told. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, as we fill our home with light. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, we dedicate ourselves tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, great miracles bring us here. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, May peace and love and blessing be near. May peace and love and blessing be near. May peace and love and blessing be near.
Do you have a favorite Hanukkah tradition?
Well, for years, our family would throw these parties in our neighborhood. I think our neighborhood, about 75 homes, I think we were the only Jewish family in the neighborhood. And Alicia and I just decided one year, you know what? Let's celebrate. Let's share this holiday. And we had this party, invited basically the entire neighborhood. And basically the entire neighborhood showed up. And our house is a lovely home, but not big and more of like a cottage kind of vibe. At any rate, it felt like this in every room, and everyone's talking. We got fried chicken from Beasley's, which is a very well-respected, famous fried chicken joint here in North Carolina. Like when U2 comes to town to play a show, they get Beasley's fried chicken. And at any rate, we got a bunch of fried chicken and made a bunch of latkes and had a party. Like it felt like a college frat party, except we're all our neighbors and we're making Hanukkah, all these non-Jews just totally in it, eating fried chicken and latkes and being happy. That's the best Hanukkah party I've ever been a part of. It was epic.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
I'd like to do that again.
Aspirational for another year.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, do you have a favorite Hanukkah food? Is it that fried chicken?
Yeah, I have to say that year I also hit the mark with the latke make. I found this recipe. I think it was Zabar's recipe online for making a latke that was fat, and evidently you shred some of the potato, but you also puree some of the potato, and then you mix it together, and you get a really fat latke. And I made a bunch of those. They were the best I've ever made, and I haven't been able to replicate that. So I've got some time on my hands living alone now. So I might make those, try to make those. This other song I want to sing is a Hanukkah song that I wrote. I don't really know exactly why I wrote it, other than maybe I had some questions internally about what the holiday even meant to me. And I guess I was struggling with Hanukkah. And I thought, well, what do I do when I struggle in my work? I get my guitar out and sing my feelings. And so this is a song for those of you tonight that might be struggling with the understanding your own meaning of what Hanukkah really means. We're in a time of darkness. It's seasonally dark. That can make people sad. Kind of institutionally, we're dark. Hopefully we're turning, but it's a tough time. That could make you feel something. Maybe something sad or maybe scared. And also think about with all the, our health of our country and our world, it's a dark time for that too. There is a light, but how far is the tunnel till we get to that light? So this idea of how can we be powerful to create our own light, connect with our own power authentically with integrity to bring light into the world and even to ourselves. I think that's where this is coming from. And I should have been changing my capo as I talked instead of just talking. Okay. This is called To Be a Light. When I fall, I will rise in the dark. You're my light. I will walk, love will lead in the search for ones in need. And I want to know what it means to be alive. Light a candle, say a prayer, shine a light on darkness somewhere. There is hope, this I trust, for the gracious, for the just. And I wanna know what it means to be alive. I want us to mean it, 'cause we hear it every year. I want us to feel it and reveal we're past the fear. It's not just an echo that we let go and forget. 'Cause nothing burns deeper than the fires of regret. Hear the beating of the drums, start to sing, feel the hum. There are answers deep inside. Pay attention, open your eyes, and I wanna know what it means to be alive. I want us to mean it, 'cause we hear it every year. I want us to feel it and reveal we're past the fear. It's not just an echo that we let go and forget. 'Cause nothing burns deeper than the fires of regret. I wanna know what it is to be a light. I wanna know what it is to be a light. I wanna know what it is to be a light. I wanna know what it is to be. I want us to mean it, 'cause we hear it every year. I want us to feel it and reveal we're past the fear. It's not just an echo that we let go and forget. 'Cause nothing burns deeper than the fires of regret. Oh, nothing burns deeper than the fires of regret. And there's no tomorrow.
Are you ready for the game?
Game time. Game
Okay,
time. Does it involve pop-o-matic action like a trouble? Okay.
So the way it's going to work is I'm going to give you a word, and you're going to associate it. Hanukkah.
Word association.
Yep.
Golden.
How about Maccabee?
Liars.
Jelly donut.
Spot on my shirt.
How about dreidel?
Gimmel.
Ooh, likes to win. And the last one is latke.
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law. All right, let's talk father-in-law, because that is unexpected.
You know that big party I was telling you about that we threw? My in-laws came for that party, and my father-in-law came, and the next morning after the party, or a few days after, I had to get on a plane, like get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and go get ready and fly across the country for somewhere. And I woke up to the smell of burning latkes, and it was 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's up? Is everything okay? Did I forget to turn something off? And I opened the bedroom door, which is on the first floor of our house, and I look out, I'm still in my tidy whities. I look out and there's my father-in-law at 5:30 in the morning, smoking up the kitchen, making potato latkes. So I'm half asleep. I'm like, oh my God. So I slowly close the door, get in the shower, get myself packed and dressed. I come out to the kitchen. He's long gone. He's got in the car. He's driven to Florida, and he's left everything, the entire mess. The skillet, the potatoes, the peelings. It's like the kitchen is exploded with latkes and oil and mess. The last song I want to share with you, I guess if a person wants to get technical, this is not a Hanukkah song. But when I think about the idea of dedication, when I think about the idea of light, of courage, of inspiration, I think about this song, which is, I believe, for me, one of the most Jewish songs I've ever heard in my life. Written by a Jewish guy. I never met him, but I would have loved to have asked him if he considered himself a Jewish songwriter or a songwriter who's Jewish. And is there even a difference? His name is Bob Blue. And he wrote a song about being courageous, being dedicated to an ideal of embracing human value and personal growth, paying attention, opening our eyes and ears to ourselves to be better so that we may be better for the world. And that's the kind of, this song I sing at camps all over the country since I learned it about 15 years ago. And what I love about it most is what I notice is in the years since, the folks that request this song the most are actually the counselors now from year to year request this song, which is pretty amazing because the counselors are the ones who are responsible for caring for our kids while they're away from home. That's pretty inspirational to me. So happy Hanukkah. I'm going to close with this song by Bob Blue. This is Courage. A small thing once happened at school that brought up a question for me. And somehow it brought me to see the price that I pay to be cool. Diane is a girl that I know. She's strange like she doesn't belong. I don't mean to say that it's wrong. We don't like to be with her though. And so when we all made a plan to have this big party at Sue's, most kids in our school got the news, but no one invited Diane. The thing about Taft Junior High is secrets don't last very long. I acted like nothing was wrong when I saw Diane start to cry. I know you may think that I'm cruel, it doesn't make me very proud. I just went along with the crowd. It's sad, but you have to at school. You can't pick the friends you prefer. You fit in as well as you can. Well, I couldn't be friends with Diane, 'cause then they would treat me like her. In one class at Taft Junior High, we study what people have done with gas chambers, bombers, and guns in Auschwitz, Japan, and My Lai. I don't understand all I learn. Sometimes I just sit there and cry. The whole world stood idly by to watch as the innocent burned. Like robots obeying some rule, atrocities done by the mob, all innocent doing their job. And what was it for? Was it cool? The world was aware of this hell, but how many cried out in shame? What heroes? Who was to blame? A story that no one dared tell. I promise to do what I can to not let it happen again. To care for all women and men. I'll start by inviting Diane.
So, do you have a wish for 2021, Dan?
My wish is to receive a top 10 list of worst Hanukkah candle fragrances. Number 9 for me is Gym Shoe. But Hanukkah wish, I don't know. Just trying to stay in touch with what's helping, what I'm noticing is helping me during pandemica, which is really paying attention to what I have, like that Tom Paxton song that says, "My own life is all I can hope to control." Like when I'm at a moment where I'm having a hard time, I either sing that out to myself in the house or remind myself of it, and that just kind of helps me get back to being okay and functional, active, creative, present to joy. So Hanukkah wishes that I can just remind myself of that. Thanks for making Hanukkah with me tonight on this third night of Hanukkah. I'm delighted to be with you, and I look forward genuinely to singing with you in person sometime soon so I can hear your beautiful voices. Thanks again. Thanks to Joel Swedlove for this opportunity. Thanks for making the call. Love that I get to be with you tonight. Chag Sameach and Shavua Tov.
I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay.